can use Cucumber, right? Okay. So, there are two important points that we have to discuss here. Okay. I will put in the board. Okay. Is that okay?
Yes.
So, very two important points that we have to discuss today is how we can use our knowledge of scripting. How we can use our knowledge of scripting into the actual Cucumber automation. Okay, so we need to mix the manual testing and we need to mix manual testing and automation. That's the main thing that we are doing today. Okay, just taking this word. Okay, so we are mixing two important concepts today, which is nothing but our scripting knowledge and our automation, like manual testing knowledge. So what is the main thing that we'll be discussing today? I'm just writing notes so that we can follow. Okay, so if you tell me if you can't see it, I'll try to make it a bigger font. Okay, so till now you all know how to script, right? Using Java and Selenium and JUnit mainly. This is what you have to use it till now. So you are all comfortable with that? We had given a lot of time, lot of effort that we kept. So you are all happy with JUnit and WebDriver coding part. Okay? And you are very good at JUnit also and Selenium APIs also, right? So now apart from that, now this is the time where you need to think about what happens in real time and how the actual automation works. In the real time, we are talking about Agile, right?
Yes.
So you all know what is Agile?
Yes.
How many sprints? So how many weeks a sprint?
2 weeks.
What will happen in a sprint?
Sprint
Sprint planning, stand-up meeting, sprint planning, estimation.
Okay, so now we are coming into reality of what happened in a real-time company.
Yes.
Okay, till now you learned something which is good, but using the knowledge that you have with Selenium JUnit, it won't help in any organization till you put it into the process. Okay, so in Agile we are doing planning, right?
Yes, sir.
And we are having tickets, right?
Yes.
So what is ticket? Ticket is nothing but
Users to
Description of the code.
story which have
acceptance criteria.
story with acceptance. Okay, this is very important. So acceptance criteria is written in what format?
Gherkin.
Good point. Very nice. So once you had gone through a ticket, so we are talking about BDD here. Okay, we are not talking about Agile Scrum. So we are talking about BDD. In BDD, what happens? We know that the acceptance criteria is written, and what the tester will do?
Start writing his
Start to
test
create
cases.
test cases.
Add more scenarios, right? And he will come up with a complete pack, okay, of scenarios. You can't see? Okay, maybe can you see now? Okay, so you have a pack of scenario and you need to automate. Till that you know what to do, right? So in a typical agile model, you have a regression pack. Regression pack is nothing but what are the functionalities which have been developed, and you try to automate them. But in BDD, it is reverse direction. What we will do in BDD?
First you write your test scenarios, then you start developing.
We write test scenarios. We start automating it,
Yes.
okay, along with the developer, right?
Yes.
So developer develops his code and we will start automating it. So ultimately both automation and development will go in a same simple single task. So development will happen, testing will happen, automation will happen. Both will complete, then only the ticket will go into the next level. Okay, that's what the flow sheet which I shown last week. Okay, and then automatically, because everything is automated, regression pack is nothing but the whole suite of backlog. Everything is a regression pack. Means typically what happens, we will normally write regression pack is nothing but what are the functionalities we have developed, we will write a regression pack based on that. But however, in this case, everything is automated. It's just running the old scripts is called regression testing. That's it, right? So typically, if you see a typical real-time project, let me show a project which I was being involved. Okay. Okay, so you can see that I got a set of test cases here. Okay, like this. So we got lot of scenarios. not this one. Okay. I think I opened the wrong one. Just give me 1 second. One second. So I will open a typical set of automation test pack which got all the scenarios in that. Okay. We are in dev. Just 1 second. I just want to open this. Okay, something like this. Okay, so there will be a lot of scenarios. If you see this, so there will be a lot of scenarios like this. Okay, you can see that plenty of scenarios like this. It will go like this. Okay, and like this, you can see that the lot of hundreds and hundreds of scenarios which you will be running every day. Okay, so it's a big pack. Around 500, 600 scenarios we have. Okay, in any project. Typically, that will keep going on. Whenever this new ticket comes, all the acceptance criteria from the Jira that you will copy paste into your Cucumber feature files and start automating it with the help of the developer. Developer will develop his functionality and tester will develop what you call implement the automation. Both will do actually complete the task, then put it into the actual what you call into the GitHub. Okay. So now the task is we got a scenario something like this. Not that you're writing very basic scenarios, but you'll got something like this, big scenarios, and you need to automate them. Okay, so writing scenario is one of the skill that you have to develop. There's a lot of things that we can do. We can put examples and we can put data tables, so we can make it very, very complicated and which can handle a lot of scenarios. Okay, right now whatever you know is very basic. Maybe I think you had 2 to 3 lines of things. Yeah, but typically it will be like this. It will be very big. Okay, it's like end-to-end tests. Start from one and end somewhere. Okay. So now once the scenarios are written, the next thing that you have to do is you need to convert them into writing scenarios is one thing. That is a manual tester task or a typical. If you only want, if the 2 QAs, manual tester will write the scenarios, give it to you. But if your company don't have 2 testers, only 1 tester per team, then you have to be a manual tester, making sure that the scenarios are written in very nice format, and then you have to start automating it by yourself. Okay, there are 2 scenarios. What is the first scenario?
Just you have to write a scenario.
You are a manual tester. Somebody write the scenarios and they will give it to you. Then you will start automating it. What is second case?
There is no manual tester. So you have to
You need to write by yourself. Okay, by yourself. So what I will do today is, so I think I got a lot of homework from you people. Let us see which one is. I don't want to take a basic one. Let us take some little bit complicated one. And the first thing for any automation, somebody asks about how do you start automating in your company. For me, first thing that I always do is I will start and see what is the scope of my complete automation. Let me grab all the scenarios down and see how much work I need to complete today. Okay, which makes sense. So this is given by Dhavani. Okay. Deva. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay, so we got a lot of scenarios. Okay, so let me copy paste all these scenarios. Okay, first thing I have to do is I will copy paste everything and put it into my Cucumber. Okay, my framework. So I don't really bring something great. Some framework is something that we need to evolve day by day. It won't be done in one day. Okay, so you know this is a lot of code that we have written behind it. This 1,000 lines of code. So lots of code here. You can see that this particular thing have 500 lines of code. So a lot of code which was written behind it. Okay, so we can't write code everything in one day. We need to slowly start with some basic and from there we have to pick it up. Okay. So now let us do the exercise of putting all my example. You joined a company. When you join a company, you won't be in a project which was starting tomorrow. It is something already there, and you are replacing someone. That's it. You won't be like a very first person. You won't be like that. You will be somebody who's already there in the company, and he left it, and you got a job. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just opening the framework that we had. The last week we discussed some framework, right? Okay, where is that? Free network BDD. This one. This one? No, this is JavaScript. Oh, where is Bhagya? She will not come. Okay. Dhanasri, okay. Scratch. Okay. This window. Okay, maybe this one. Yeah, so we got, no, this is the very first project, right? Okay, so I think this one. Open my regression.
Maybe you can download it from the GitHub.
Yeah, if I don't, yeah, okay, then one, if it is not there, so simply for me the task is to just see from JF to this one, right? This one I think, so let me see what's happening here, okay? Yeah, so I think this whole code, I want the Maven one, right? So this is the Maven one, right? It is nothing but this is the project name is JFT. Okay, so the project name that I see here is YAML file and all these things. It is this one. I just need a Maven project. That's it. Okay. Yeah, it is Maven project. We can add here. Okay. So what I will do is, I think last week I said we need to just go here and start creating new file. Okay. So the one which was Deva. Okay. Feature. Okay. Cool. Okay. So straight away I can paste it, but the problem here is, shall I reduce the font? Okay, so I think font is too big. I think now the screen is big, so you can editor font 30. We make it 20. Tushar, come here. Okay, cool. So we got some scenarios. Okay, so these scenarios that we got are okay, but yeah, these few things that I will remove it. Okay, so that human, and we don't need a semicolon after given. Yeah. Okay. You have to escape, man. You have to jump.
Don't worry. I didn't want to disturb you, so I was stood quiet for a few minutes.
Okay. No, he's not sitting, man. He's standing, man. He already gone through this phase. Okay, yeah. Tell me about yourself before I fix this. Tell me.
Okay, then I'll come there, definitely. I would really want to address